but that's all right. So, today it's also going to be a shorter stream, and that's all right. Because I actually did not think about what to talk about today, except at the last second. And I thought about how, of course, I kind of mentioned this in most videos I do, but I thought about how the majority of men today have nothing to live for. They have nothing to live for, nothing to work towards, nothing to look forward to because of that. And I thought I would give some examples of the type of men that do that don't have that direction, that don't have anything to live for, and then give you some examples of men that did have something to live for and not sacrificed, but did everything they could to make sure that would happen. Because it wasn't a sacrifice for them, that was what they wanted. So, anyway, I can start off with this again. I mentioned it in today's video. If you haven't seen it, it's about not becoming the guy best friend, which is not usually the thing I talk about on this channel, but it's a specific example of the kind of guy you don't want to be, and that's important to talk about. But what I said in that video today was if you walk down any street on a college campus with 18 to 22-year-old men, sometimes older, you will see carbon copies of the same type of person. All these guys are the same person. They dress the same, act the same, go after the same women, and have no direction. About the only thing these guys do is go to the gym, and that's only a select few of them, which is a good thing. I think every man should go to the gym, every man should work out. And so that is one good thing. But most guys don't have anything to look forward to strive for in their lives. Because, first of all, and this goes for all people, everyone has no idea how much they can do and what they can do. No idea. But if you never try to start to figure out just how much you think you could do, then you're never going to do anything. And these guys never think. I mean, you can look around yourself today. What do people look forward to? Well, they look forward to the weekend. During the work week, people are basically pretty upset until about Friday. And then they're happy about the weekend. They're happy about football, basketball, and baseball. Those are the big three, let's say. Or hockey. Big sports and drinking and time off from work. The only thing is, though, why should that be what you're looking forward to? I mean, shouldn't you look forward to the work you do? It's difficult sometimes, because sometimes when you go, it's a lot, I just need a little break, and then you take a little break. But then you get back to it because you miss doing the things that help you progress. But you're never going to do that if you have no idea what you want to do. And these guys have no idea what they want to do. Guys, young guys, I mean. And that's being passed down. Where it's become like, this is going back to the like men and women stuff. But when men who act poorly, dress poorly, do not have any direction in their lives, become valued and idolized by other men, those other weak men are going to be chased after by women. And so the other guys see that and they copy that. So when other guys see other men acting in a very childish manner, they will follow that because they see women chasing after that. Which there's not much else for women to chase after nowadays, that's for sure. I mean, when was the last time you saw a man that was like, that's a man? Very rare. Very rare. And I think the internet's being a little bad right now for some reason. I'm not sure why. So I apologize for that, guys. It's been on and off recently. Very annoying. But I just want to see if there's any comments or anything. But when you have guys doing that, and other guys copy that, it's going to create a cycle. And that's something I've talked about a lot recently too, is how there's cycles with all of this. And unless there's people who are the who can become an anomaly to break that cycle, then it's going to continue for a very, very long time until things got very bad. So now let's think about the great men from history in the past. The great men from the past. And how they had something to live for. I think American history is awesome. And if you start at the very beginning of American history, when America was first created, and then up until about, let's say, 1900, that's when American men were most driven, I would say, actually. And a lot of people think about the Industrial Revolution and all of that, which people were very driven then. But to set up a system of hardworking people to expand across a country that they don't know, to most likely die while doing it, and still continue on, and even bring your families. Like you have, let's say you live in New York, you have work, you have a family, but you decide the best thing to do, because you want to do it because you can see an opportunity, is to move all the way across the country to places you've never seen, you have no idea what it's like, you get killed in a number of different ways, but you still decide to do it, even though it's going to take months. That's dedication, that's knowing what you want. And then deciding that you're going to build your own house when you get there, build your own community. There were several people who built tiny towns. Like imagine you and a couple of your friends going into a new land that you have never been to, then deciding that what you're going to do is you're going to start a small little town. So you build a town with your friends, small one like you have. A saloon, a couple of houses, and a store. That's it. Imagine you did that. That would be incredible. Absolutely incredible. But no one has the drive to even try to live free nowadays. Or at least very few people do. Because whenever, and I'm talking about specifically America for this one, whenever powerful people try to stop you or other people from having the freedom to do what you want to do in life, what do people do? Most time, nothing. Nothing. Would that be the case 100 years ago, 150 years ago, 200 years ago? No. Definitely not. There would have been some people to do something. Absolutely. So, yeah, like I said, I didn't plan too much for this live stream. And I also made a video earlier today, which is good. But I'm going to keep doing these live streams every day at 5. Tomorrow I'll have a lot more to talk about. Even though I said that yesterday. Tomorrow I'll have a lot more to talk about. And it definitely is important to live for something, to find something to live for. Because you're going to suffer either way, but to voluntarily suffer to get what you want and to live the type of life you want to live, do the things you want to do, become the person you want to become, it's better to suffer that way than to suffer just existing, which is what most people do. That's what most young men do, especially. But anyway, guys, just a very quick stream. I'm sorry the internet keeps acting up. I don't know why. I think there's been internet problems in the neighborhood recently. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's really, really bad. Yeah. I can see it on my screen how bad it gets, and it's really good, and then it drops down to being really bad. So hopefully they figure it out and it gets better. But thank you guys very much.